Hello and welcome back, all you mystic hard, mystic hot people out there. Welcome to Quantum Merging, where we explore the high art of mystical erotic love, where we explore how to be free, sensual, juicy, erotic beings. And here we go. Today is a special topic, and today we are going to talk about the book, The Divine Blueprint of Love and Sex. Yes, folks, it has finally arrived. These beautiful teachings, these incredible contemplations, these wonderful conversations that are being ignited from this book. Anyways, here it is, and we're going to share a little bit of question and answers from some of the topics of this book. And we're super excited. So welcome, 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 welcome. We love you and we love having you, and thank you for tuning in to Quantum Merging. So chapter 1 is called The Primary Purpose of Sex. So we all think the primary purpose of sex is for procreation or pleasure. And we, Nimbus and I, are talking about a purpose that is higher than both of those things. The purpose, we believe, of love and sex is to actually create a direct link to Source through incredible, passionate lovemaking. So this is super exciting and mind-blowing, because most of us are coming from the place that sex is for pleasure or procreation. And we're saying, no, there's a higher DNA code woven within our being that when magnetized to the right exact polarized other being can actually generate a dynamic energy that can take you into the stratosphere of bliss. So this is what we're talking about today. So wouldn't you like to know how sex can take you to the I am bliss consciousness? So if you are a person out there who would like to know this information, I think you're watching the right video. You're at the right place.
Thank you for introducing this topic. You said that the primary purpose that we've been told is procreation or pleasure, and you are introducing the concept of the sexual experience with the right lover taking you to the I am bliss consciousness.
Yes.
Could you say something more about what is the I am bliss consciousness and how is it different from pleasure experience?
The I am bliss consciousness is essentially all-pervading. So if we just stop for a moment and look at nature, the bees are in bliss with the flowers, and the flowers are being blissed out by the bees taking their pollen, and the trees are dancing with the wind, and all of these incredible mergings of nature are creating ecstatic feelings for trees, plants, flowers, animals. So if we really stop and look at the world around us, all that the world is actually showing us are different expansions of ecstasy. So if everything around us is an expansion of ecstasy, why aren't we as human beings part of that expansion of ecstasy? So it's a journey to kind of get back into the balance of the bliss consciousness, because nature's already there, but we over time have disconnected ourselves because of many layers of conditioning, environment, and a lot of oppression, and especially sexual oppression, hasn't allowed our entire being to be a free, blissful being as it was made to be, just like nature. So the idea of merging with your lover into Source is so that you can touch into what is innately here all around us, which is the bliss consciousness, which I believe that is what we're here to experience. And this beautiful place around us is a reflection of that, and we are part of that. And we have to wake ourselves up and remember that we are part of that bliss. And this is a way that we can wake ourselves up into that bliss consciousness.
Wow. Wait, so does that mean that the reality around us is ecstatic?
The reality around us is endlessly unfolding in ecstasy. So if we can stop and tap into that ecstatic way of being that nature is already automatically in, then we can begin to be more beings of love and light, versus, the oppressed version of that.
Wow. And in the first chapter, you are discussing that purpose of sex. Is this what we're going to find in the book?
Yes. So what you'll find in the first chapter is how we were encoded with this information to essentially search for our divine mate or our mystic mate. So a lot of things have to happen for that dynamic to magnetize towards each other. And we talk about this in the first chapter. One of the things that is part of the process is really know thyself, which is this deep understanding of the self. So when you rise into the essence of your being, and the essence of your being is shining brightly, that is when you really want to dive into the search for your mystic lover, your mystic mate. And you dive into the search just by holding this beautiful outcome that there is another being on the planet that is perfectly matched for your being, and matched in a polarized way. So like two magnets, when you're pulled together. So first it's, the knowing thyself, the honoring thyself. And this is a big piece, because this goes into like you have to heal your wounds, especially your sexual wounds. We can't open as beings to our partners if we're closed off still by wounds, and we haven't forgiven ourselves and other people in our lives for the injustices maybe that have happened. All those things need to happen. The wounds need to heal. The true essence of the being needs to rise and be the prevalent energy. When that energy is super strong, that's really when you will start magnetizing your mystic mate, and you really will start pulling that in. So that's, of course, all a process, but once you are kind of, and none of us are perfect, and we're just human, so yes, we're still working on things, but the basis of your internal work of healing your, at the very least, your sexual wounds, and forgiving yourself for being human, really, and then allowing yourself to see yourself. So when you can clearly see yourself, that's when you want to attract someone in your life that can fully see you. When you find that other being that fully sees you, that's an incredible feeling. And this is a great place to start with quantum merging. So if you are seen, if you and your lover are feeling seen by each other, this is really all you need to create the dynamic energy that will take you into the stratosphere of bliss. So Chapter 1 really goes into detail about what's encoded in us as far as all of us searching for our soulmate, and how we can do that, and how we can really draw that into our lives.